I'm gonna tell you what. I was not expecting this. All right, your guys' prime minister over there in Canada has been making a lot of moves that I was not expecting, and it seems like he has some stones. Like he got some balls on him, and I don't know. I don't know how to take this because things are being shaken up over there in Canada. What's going on YouTube? It's your host, Bruce GNT, and we're here to talk about Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney striking a tariff deal with Xi Jinping over there in China, right? And it's interesting. I'm not even going to ruin it. We're going to jump right into it.
Well, Prime Minister Mark Carney came to China with one key objective, and that was to get rid of punishing tariffs on Canadian canola. Canadian canola producers have been paying tariffs 75 to 100%, depending on the product, and those tariffs are coming down now to 15% starting on March the 1st. And it's not just canola. There are other Canadian agricultural and agri-food products where we will also see Chinese tariffs drop. Think about lobster, think about some other seafood products. So that's good news. Agricultural products that have been facing steep tariffs, they will be coming off. Now, the quid pro quo in that is that China wanted to sell more electric vehicles into the Canadian market. The Canadian market is not going to be wide open to Chinese EVs, but the Carney government has agreed to allow 49,000 Chinese electric vehicles to be exported to Canada. So that's the cap, 49,000.
That, you know what? Not often I give Trump his props because a lot of people like to be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna." No, I'm not. All right, I'm right there in the middle. But yeah, I gotta give him his flowers. I'm gonna tell you what. If Trump didn't come in and big dog some of y'all when it came to these tariffs, because that's exactly what happened. You can sit here and debate it all you want, but that's exactly what happened. Canada wouldn't have made the moves that they're making right now. The prime minister probably wouldn't have gotten in, and he wouldn't be doing what he's doing right now, because they would still be suckling on the teeth of America when it comes to what they're getting from us. So essentially, Trump doing what he did, whether you like it or not, made your prime minister Mark Carney say, you know what, we got to strike some other deals because we're paying this much in tariffs, which stands to reason, right? That maybe what Trump was saying and a lot of other people on the side that y'all don't like, MAGA, whatever, maybe they had some validity in what they were saying, because not just Canada, the US was paying high tariff percentages to other countries, and it's like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what's happening? Because 70 to 100, and then now because of this being shaken up and everything like that, everybody's going, wait, hold up. We could renegotiate? Oh, hell no, bring this down to 15%. That's how I'm seeing it. If I'm off, let me know, but that's what it looks like to me. Because if Trump didn't come in and do what he did, y'all wouldn't be having this conversation. Y'all still be getting EVs from the US. Because for the most part, just like how the US has been kind of reliant on China when it comes to certain things, Canada's been relying on the US for certain things as well. A good majority of this stuff. After saying that they didn't really need the US, they could do it themselves, but evidently they're not doing that. And China, China is making big. They're making big off of this because it starts at 49,000. It always starts like that. It's not going to stay like that. It's going to ramp up time and time again. Now, China has its own issues when it comes to their EVs and just their vehicles in general. I'm not going to get into that right now. I should probably do a video on that. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this plays out because I feel like Canada is just going to substitute the US with China and then be just as reliant. Because as far as I know, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, Canada gets most of their vehicles from the US. Am I correct? If I'm off, let me know. But yeah, this is surprising.
Represents about 3% of the Canadian market, not very big, and that will grow over the years, but it'll still stay in low percentage terms. So Scott Moe, the Saskatchewan Premier, who was here with Mark Carney, he's going to be happy about the canola deal. We'll see where Ontario Premier Doug Ford lands on the Chinese EVs. Ford had warned that dropping all the tariffs on Chinese EVs could have decimated the Canadian auto industry. But that hasn't happened. Just a small fraction of Chinese EVs will be coming into the Canadian market. Now, from here, Mark Carney's not coming home. He's got a couple more stops. He goes from here to the Gulf state of Qatar, and then from there to Davos and the World Economic Forum in Switzerland. The whole point of the travel here, Carney is looking to meet with more foreign investors, more foreign leaders, do more deals, bring more money into Canada, diversifying Canada's economy away from the United States.
Give Trump his props. Give him his flowers. Because if he didn't come in there and, for better or worse, have the Canadian people and their prime minister hate him, would y'all be making moves like this? And you know what baffles me? It tells me that you guys, the Canadian people, or your government, I should say, was getting bent over for years and just was like comfortable with it. It's the status quo. Keep it up. Who cares? And now that you're kind of not trying to be relying on the U.S. because we're tariffing you, you're like, okay, you know what? We got to go out there and we got to find a way to bring more money to our country. The question is, right, was it that easy? And if it was that easy, why didn't you do it before? It's the same question I had when they were talking about, oh, well, Canada can provide for itself. We don't need American products. Why weren't you doing it before? You know, and for me, I'm not a hater. Look, if Canada wants to go out there and get their money, I'm all for it. Go out there and do it. I'm for people. I'm for human beings. Go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? You're our neighbors. Salute. But it's just a funny thing. It's just a funny thing. Like I said, if I'm off about anything, let me know down in the comments below. We could talk about it. But yeah, your prime minister's making some moves. How they will turn out in the future, only time will tell. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm gonna keep up with this. Well, you guys already know the drill. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. Do you feel like this is a step in the right direction for the Canadian government? Or do you feel like this is going to lead to other problems down the road? As it stands right now, I can see it leading to other problems down the road. But it all depends on how he plays it. I'm not too well versed on Mark Carney and how he does things. But seemingly he's trying to make some big changes. Whether or not they'll turn out well, only time will tell. But that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.